one thing that won't be a solution. Tomorrow in the Irish Times, I gather there's a notice being served by the Municipal District Council in Athlone telling our government that you cannot put 1,000 people into mobile homes in the middle of the town of Athlone. This is still happening. Despite the government's talk since last May and June of changing things, about bringing forward new solutions, bringing forward new staff in various parts, they're still bringing in 1,000 people with no notice, no consultation whatsoever.
They're not bringing them in. The people have come to Ireland. The government is looking for someone to accommodate.
They're bringing them in. This is the irony about it. They're bringing them into a reception centre where we have refugees living peacefully and in family-type movements, in family-type arrangements for the last 20 years. And this government and IPAS have decided to bring in 1,000 single males to live in that area. It's not going to happen. It's not going to be allowed to happen. The consultation hasn't happened. And tomorrow we're going to see a legal move supported by Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael and the Greens in the Athlone Municipal District Council to try and stop it.
Why?
Because, simple, they've learned nothing. I mean,
if this is a situation where people have been living very peacefully for almost a generation, and certainly probably nobody should be living in something as segregated as that for as long as they appear to have been, but if this is a place which is working perfectly fine, adding more asylum seekers is a problem. How?
The key is the structure. Then what I said, family structure, family arrangements, families who have come in from Syria, from other places. I've been in this reception centre myself. Mm-hmm. The NGOs are in there every other day. They've been supporting the families. One of the teenagers is in college at the university with my own son in Athlone. It's a structure that worked in a family structure, not with 1,000 men arriving overnight with 24 hours notice to move in.
But
our government have learned nothing with regard to consultation.
There's some people at home now that are saying that adding 1,000 single men is a recipe for disaster, and there's other people at home saying, what the hell is the problem?
When was the last time you went to try and get the bus service from Athlone, try to get the doctor, try to get the GP, try to go to school locally? The facilities are not there. Simple as. It's not going to happen. It's not going to. You asked me about solutions, right? We were promised by this government we were going to see solutions. We were going to see the new Taoiseach, the new brand. We were told was going to be listening to the people who are going to vote very shortly. He hasn't been listening in Athlone. I spoke to the local councillor tonight, Paul Hogan, who told me we're united on this. Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael and the Greens are not putting up with it.
Look, what we just heard here is a very local issue, okay? And the general election will be a set of local issues, like Ciaran has just been complaining about. Let's be clear about it. That when you say single males, you are pushing a button to send a message that males on their own are somehow less entitled to apply for asylum than any other people, and that's not right. You're also pushing a button where you're saying that single males are likely to commit crime. And there is no evidence whatsoever. Sorry, let me finish. We listen to your complaints. There is absolutely no evidence from the Gardaí that there's a correlation between the arrival of asylum seekers into any place and an increase in the incidence of crime. That is just an absolutely stated fact by the Gardaí. So what I'll just finish by saying is, look, you're right about consultation. We have to improve the work that we do as a government with local communities, but you're not right to push buttons here carelessly. I would say carelessly, not deliberately, that are tending to categorise those who are legitimately seeking asylum, whatever their gender, into certain boxes in the public mind. That's dangerous, and it is really toxic politics.
The issue is integration. I'm a former community development worker myself. We have 110,000 Ukrainians in this country. I worked with them. I worked to integrate them. This is not integrating people. Bringing in 1,000 men to live in a reception centre with approximately 270 families, mothers, fathers and kids. This is not integration. It's the wrong way to go about it. And it's one of the reasons as well, Gavin, which leads to people on the far right coming in and creating the sort of stuff that Barry's talking about. I'm not suggesting, I never mentioned the word crime in terms of the people involved. The issue is integration. They're not doing it. They've learned nothing from the last year. And believe me, they might think that this issue has gone away, but I believe the people in Roscoe will remember it, Athlone will remember it, and lots of other towns will remember it when the election day comes.
It's good to know that there's such harmony within